Hello children, welcome back. In our previous lecture, we learned what are the angles made by a transversal, that is corresponding angles, interior angles, alternate interior angles and exterior angles. So today we are going to solve some based on that concept. So here they have given the question that line L is parallel to line M and that T is the transversal. They have given measurement of only angle 1, that is 120 degree, and they have asked us to find out the measure of all other angles. So let us start. Now if you see children, this is making a cross in this way, and then what have we learnt in our previous lecture? That whenever there is a cross, the opposite angles are known as vertically opposite angles and that they are congruent, right? So now if angle 1 is 120 degree, so in a crisscross way, what is that? Angle 7. That means this is also 120 degree because it is vertically opposite angle. So we will write angle 1 is equal to angle 7, 120 degree. The reason being vertically opposite angles. Now we also know that these are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, because this is the transversal which cuts it into two halves, that is left side and right side. So in the right hand side between line L and M is angle 6 and angle 7. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. That means when you add angle 6 and angle 7, you will get 180 because they are supplementary. So angle 6 plus angle 7 is equal to 180. But we have already found out what is angle 7, that is 120 degree. So angle 7 is equal to 120 degree. When you substitute then and take 120 this side, it becomes minus 120, and so angle 6 is 60 degree, right? So we can say that angle 6 is 60 degree. So let us write here angle 7 is 120 degree and angle 6 is 60 degree. Now what do they form? Angle 3 and angle 7. They are alternate angles, alternate interior angles, because they are lying between line L and M and they are on the alternate side. One is in the left side and one is in the right side. And alternate interior angles are always equal. So angle 3 is equal to angle 7, which is 120 degree, and angle 2 is equal to 60 degree. That is angle 2 is equal to angle 6 is equal to 60 degree. And for both this, the reason is alternate interior angles are equal because they form a crisscross sign. So alternate interior angles are equal. So now you have got this 60. So this also becomes 60. If this is 120, this is also 120, right? Now once you have got this as 60, then what will be angle 8? They are vertically opposite angles in a cross multiplication sign. So angle 8 is also equal to 60 degree vertically opposite angles. Now we are remaining with 4 and 5. So let us use that concept of corresponding angles. Now if you see children, what are corresponding angles? Those that form the same pattern, right? Now this line, red color line, above this red line is 60 degree. So above this red line on the same side, what is that? Angle 4. So they are forming a same pattern. I'll show you this pattern. This is going like this from here to upwards. This is 60 degree, right? And in the same left hand side, even angle 4 is forming a same pattern, that is 60 degree. So I can say that angle 4 is equal to 60 degree because they are corresponding angles forming the same pattern. Okay. Now what about this children? Now here, if you see this, this is forming this pattern and this is 120 degree. It is lying above the line on the right hand side. What is lying above the line on the right hand side? One more is angle phi. Lying above the line on the right hand side is angle phi. So if this is 120 degrees, see this shape children, this is also forming the same shape, angle phi. So angle phi is also equal to 120 degree. And the reason is corresponding angles. So we have used three concepts. One is vertically opposite angles that form like this, crisscross. One is alternate interior angles that form a crisscross like this, and interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, that is 180 degree, and the pattern which is same is known as corresponding angles. Let us move to the next sum. Now children, we are going to the next sum. A is parallel to B and it is cut by a transversal M. Angle 2 is equal to x and angle 3 is equal to 2x minus 30. Find angle 5. So here they have asked us to find angle 5, where they have given 2 and 3 and they have asked us to find this angle 5. Now what I have done this children, suppose in the exam the question is like this and we are used to seeing diagram like this. Till you are little familiar with the concept, you can try to turn the page like this and try to make the parallel lines sleep and see to it the transversal is in this shape. So this diagram, I have just turned the page like this and I have drawn this diagram. Now you feel this is little simple, but the question is same. Now here we know angle 2 is x and 3 is 2x minus 30. So I have to find angle 5. Now children, look closely. If angle 2 is x, what is angle 4? See the shape of angle 2? It is on the right hand side and lying above the line, right? Now angle 4, it is also on the right hand side and lying above the line. Don't you think that angle 2 is equal to angle 4? Because they are corresponding angles. And they have given that it is parallel lines. That means the corresponding angles are equal. So if angle 2 is x, what is angle 4? Angle 4 is also x degree, right? So I have got this also as x. Now what is angle 3 plus angle 4? Angle 3 plus angle 4 will give me 180. What is the reason children? Yes, that they are interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal, that is right side. They are interior angles lying between line A and line B. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 or supplementary. So now I have angle 3, I have angle 4, I have substituted the value. I get 2x plus x as 3x because no number means 1, and 180 minus 30 will give me plus 30. So 3x is equal to 210 and x is equal to 210 divided by 3 is 70. No? Now what is angle 5? Yes, whatever is angle 3, that will only be angle 5. Why? Corresponding angles. See the pattern children? Straight line coming down on the right side. Straight line coming down on the right hand side. So angle 3 is also forming like this. Angle 5 is also forming like this. Both are on the right side. Both are below the line. This is below A, this is below B. So they are equal. The reason is they are also corresponding angles and corresponding angles are equal. So if angle 3 is 2x minus 30, what is angle 5? Angle 5 is also 2x minus 30, and now I have got the value of 70. I will just substitute in this. So 140 minus 30 is equal to 110 degree. So find angle 5. Angle 5 is 110 degree. So hope you understood children. We will do many more sums on the basis of this concept. Bye.